And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
All right, just in the 5 o'clock update from the National Hurricane Center. This is Hurricane Milton, sustained wind 100 miles per hour, now a Category 2 hurricane. You can see the path where it'll go into the very warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico. It'll turn into a Category 4 storm, go under rapid intensification. That just means it's going to get big fast. And it's already looking pretty mean for sure on satellite, but it'll go up. It'll hit the far west coast of Florida, and you can see near Tampa, down toward Bonita Springs, down toward the southwestern portions of Florida. Will likely get some of the hardest hit parts of this storm. We'll be watching this closely, but good news is not really impacting our weather. We'll show you more about when it will occur, the landfall. But there's more of the enhanced, the darker the color, the cooler it is, the higher the clouds are, but the eye is really starting to form. And this is going to be a really picturesque hurricane as it moves eastward into the Gulf of Mexico. So we'll be watching this closely. We'll give you updates throughout the week, but again, not impacting us at all. Nothing like Helene or Beryl. It'll be keeping us very dry. So here's a more regional look here. High pressure to the west. You can see the wind kind of circulating around that high, giving us that nice northerly, northwesterly wind. And that cold front that passed through yesterday, giving us a cooler morning this morning, and it's going to be giving us a cooler afternoon. A few clouds coming off of Lake Michigan, far northeastern parts near Fulton County, more toward Fort Wayne, South Bend, but we are mostly clear and will remain that way. And it is pretty chilly. Yesterday morning we got down to about lower 60s, upper 50s, and now it's the mid to upper 40s. 48 Lafayette, 50 Kokomo, 45 in Logansport, 44 Winnemac, 48 up in Morocco. So definitely need that jacket whenever you step outside this morning. A little cool out there, but it's going to get a lot cooler tomorrow morning. But again, I think today's the pick of the week for me. It is going to be nice and mild. Temperatures low 70s. Some areas may even see the upper 60s for high temperatures. We'll keep a nice north-northwest wind, about 8 to 12 miles per hour. But one thing too, I really want to kind of drive home here is the elevated fire threat that we're going to have. Very extremely low humidity yesterday, today, and for the next couple of days ahead of us will just increase that fire threat. So if you do have to or need to burn outside, try to refrain from doing that, or have a hose nearby, bucket of water. Stay safe out there. A lot of sun again tomorrow, but look at that low temperature. We could see areas in the upper 30s, low 40s, working up a few degrees warmer tomorrow, 73, continuing that wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. So Futurecast, broad view here. There is Hurricane Milton making its way off to the east. There's the Category 4 status at 5 o'clock tomorrow. We are clear, makes landfall going in the forecast Wednesday, late afternoon into the early evening hours, and it will continue to move off to the east at the Atlantic. We are clear Thursday. We'll have a pretty good strong cold front move through on Sunday. We may still have a lot of dry air in place, so that's why I'm only going with very isolated rain chances, but up to about 7+ inches of rain down toward Florida. But you can see most of the U.S. very dry due to that high pressure ridge really taking care of our forecast and giving us a pretty quiet 10-day here. So 76 by Wednesday. Notice the mornings. You'll need a jacket for most of the mornings here. As you walk outside, it'll be a little chilly out there, and then we will start to see temperatures get into the 70s by Sunday. As that cold front passes, pretty chilly next week with lows in the 30s.
My goodness, but boy, I love those temperatures,
Yeah,
70s and 80s. And this past weekend, I went to Brown County, and it was perfect. The weather was perfect.
Yeah, but the trees have not changed quite yet, though.
No, we're a couple of weeks ahead of it. Some of them are turning just a little bit, but it was just beautiful riding my bike through Brown County State Park.
Well, the usually first frost is about October 17th, so we're still maybe a week or two away from that, and that's when things will really start to change. But beautiful weather today, low 70s, upper 60s. Can't really beat that.
I love it.
Oh,
I do.
yes.
And I know that that you had a nice weekend with the fire. And
yes, we had a good little campfire in the backyard and just relaxed.
Before the fire burn happens, right?
Yes, burn bans. Yeah, I'm sure burn bans will be a thing this week for sure, so we'll be watching that closely. But again, Hurricane Milton will not impact us. But definitely our thoughts go down to Florida again, as they will be dealing with. Yes, it's crazy.
They have to be exhausted by now.
Exactly. So we'll be watching that closely, but otherwise quiet, sunny, dry this week.
It's good here. All right. Thanks, Dave.